What's up, kids? How we doing today? What I'd like to do is make a video for you. Just kidding. What I wanted to go over a little bit, hopefully this helps somebody. You don't have to like, share, subscribe, or do anything, and we're good. But the missus bought me 2 new Helix 7 units for Christmas. Pretty sweet, right? Well, I had a lot of questions, had a lot of things that I was wrestling with, and some of this stuff I just had a hard time finding on YouTube. And so I wanted to go over some of it because maybe this might help somebody. Number one is where I was going to mount the console unit. And what I had in mind was a kind of a RAM mount on the console to get it up high enough so where I could see it when I'm driving. I had not seen that on YouTube. I'm sure somebody's done it. I'm sure there's probably pictures out there, but just want to put it out there so you could see what I did. I bought this thing off of Amazon for $33. Other places I've seen them $90 or something, but I thought, why not? It seemed to be legit, and it was. So I'll show you why I wanted to do that, and that is this console. I didn't want to do an in-dash mount, and the main reason being is because looking through the steering wheel at my display at 70 or 65 miles an hour doesn't seem like fun to me. So I kind of wanted it up high to where I could see it when I'm driving, and I wanted to get it out of the way of my hands. So I bought the RAM mount, and it worked out as good, if not better, than I expected. And how I mounted it was, there's 3 screws. I drilled them and did a 1-inch screw, but definitely could have used probably a little bit longer, 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches. Stainless steel. And then did the locking washer and then the nylon locking nut. Bolted that baby down. It is in there. Drilled a hole here. Pretty sketchy, but it has a cover. You know, hopefully, looks like it's going to work out good. The other thing I did that I haven't seen, I've seen some pictures similar to this, but haven't dunked this thing yet, so don't know if it's going to work, but it looks like it's going to be fine, is I mounted the side imaging and down imaging transducer under here. And this wire goes straight up through the splash well where it drains, and it looks like it's going to be fine. There's nothing to the side or anything, but I'll have to update you on that one. That's going to be interesting. But the cable comes up through here, goes in. It was pretty easy. I just took the old transducer cable. I actually had a bunch of floral arrangement wire, just real thin, shot it straight through, shot it straight back, and appears to be good. It worked out great. Also bought the 2D transducer, and it goes down there. And as you can see, the old Lowrance 2D transducer is what was on this before. It's still in there, and then there was another transducer from the previous owner. So what I did after that was ran it all up, bought the Y cable, so everything's hooked up. Now I have a 2001 Ranger Comanche. As you can tell, it's in disarray. It does have a 2016 Mercury 200, which is sweet. I'm really liking that. But hopefully this helps somebody. I'm willing to probably drill a little more or whatever, because it is almost a 20-year-old boat, but the thing is in real good shape. The other thing I've never found, which I've read on threads, boating threads, but I've not seen it on the YouTube yet, was how I ran this Ethernet. Now, these are G3 ends, both in the front and the bow. But the bow only has the DI, the down imaging. This one has the SI and DI. Now, so you have to have the N behind it, apparently, to network it all. To run your Ethernet to where whatever is coming through my console and the side imaging transducer, from what I gather, I can see at the front if I need to. So I didn't need to buy an SI, or the missus didn't need to buy an SI. Up front, which is pretty interesting. I'll have to update you on that too. But what I've never seen on YouTube yet is how to run that Ethernet cable, because honestly, I was running, first thing I did was run some weed eater line down through the conduit from the bow to the console. It just wasn't quite stiff enough. So I went and bought, for $12, a fish tape at Lowe's, and this is the 1/8 inch steel. I hear some are fiberglass. I don't know which one works better. This one worked great. And I run it through, there's a piece of conduit down here, and it's this right here. Okay. And what I did was ran that fish tape down it. Went great, went smooth. And I come back down to the console, and what happens down here is, let's see if we can get it. In that hole right there is where it comes through. Well, the conduit doesn't feed right to that hole, unfortunately. So what you have to do is reach your fingers up, go through that hole and reach up, and you'll feel the fish tape, and then just pull it back through the hole. Then I taped my Ethernet cable, shot it right back through. I was able to do it by myself. I thought I was going to have to call somebody, the neighbor, the missus, or somebody get to help me, but I didn't. I got to still mount the bow. I'm waiting on the transducer. I had to, if you don't know, Humminbird, when you get your transducer out of your box, it all comes with a transom transducer. Do not unwrap anything as far as pull that cellophane or the protective coating under the transducer. Just send it back. If you need a trolling motor transducer, they'll flip it for free if it is the same correlating transducer as the transom. I'm still waiting on that to put my trolling motor and everything back on, but I can pretty well mount everything and then just leave the bow console or the bow panel off until I get that in, then run that one wire, and I'm good to go, I think. But I'll update you. I'm hoping that helps somebody, because I could not find it anywhere. So yeah, have a happy Saturday. Good luck fishing. Fishing has been rough here in North Carolina, from what I'm hearing about everywhere in North Carolina, at least on the west side. But we're hoping to get back after it. Monday, my console or the trolling motor transducer should be here. None of that matters. But happy fishing. We'll see you next time.